Hey, this is Jax Web News, and we're going to open up with Boston Corporate America. Enjoy. I feel this song has a lot of relevance for what's going on in the world today. Sounds like a lot of globalist lies, doesn't it? The globalists! Corporate America, you're in disgrace. Along with your president, Obama. And wars. Don't forget about the wars. I'd like to get it right. Wake up, America. Who's gonna save us? Who's gonna save us? Cyberspace. In your face, virtual reality. Creation by the globalists. Hard to evacuate to outer space with no space program. Who's gonna save us? Who's gonna save us? Really like to know. Who? Anyway, back to the news. Well, we posted a link on our site to Alex Jones's video. Basically, it's video proof that Al-Qaeda is 100% a CIA operation. You got it. Everything that Al-Qaeda does or is accused of doing, or the fear-mongering that's created, has just been a muse to take away our liberties, our rights, to start wars, to imprison and impoverish people. I mean, look what happened in Iraq, for instance. Look what happened in Afghanistan. All these wars were started in the name of stopping Al-Qaeda. That Al-Qaeda did 9/11. But as Alex Jones points out, all these so-called Al-Qaeda operatives were trained here in the United States. A lot of them trained by our own military. You know, they move these guys around from one venue war to the next. I mean, you know, and our own CIA has these crackpots, you know, fighting our own soldiers. And they're part of the CIA. Does this really make a lot of sense that we have an arm of our own government, an operational force, our own boogeyman that is self-created? I mean, this is just sickening. This is all, you know, the work of the globalists. This is George Soros and his thugs, these globalists that are pushing our president around like a puppet. He's a puppet on a string. They tell him to go bomb Libya. What's he do? He goes bombs Libya. They tell him to give Al-Qaeda weapons, which, you know, Al-Qaeda is just a a faction that's used by the elitists to stir trouble up and to take down sovereign nations. You know, like Alex Jones said, the real reason that they wanted to take down Libya, the real reason they want Libya is because Libya has its own banking system. They're not part of the cartel of the world globalist banksters, the biggest mobsters, the biggest bunch of criminals ever known to man. These people are vile. They make the Sopranos look like saints. They're just horrible, 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 repulsive individuals. Just the most sickening group of people in society. You know, it's bad enough they held our Congress hostage, said, if you don't give us this extortion money, the stimulus money and all that BS, we're going to make it to where there's going to be riots in the streets and martial law is going to have to be declared. I mean, how did we let a group of thugs, a group of banksters just take over our society and let them create things like Al-Qaeda through our own CIA? Where do we get off bombing sovereign nations without permission, all in the name of money, oil? I mean, we got to wake up here. There is something seriously, seriously wrong with what's going on. And if you can't see it, then you are just plain blind, because there's examples everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere you look. You know, Barack Obama is more of a globalist puppet than any president we've ever had. And believe me, I thought the guy before him and the guy before him were pretty bad. But, you know, Obama takes the cake. He is, you know, he's got the baton and he's marching in front of the band, leading the tyranny down the aisle. He's leading the parade. I mean, of course, he's being ordered around. He's just a puppeteer, but he's, you know, doing his job. He's really making things work for the globalists, for the banksters, for these criminal cartels that are running our world, creating these wars, creating this unrest, this social unrest in the Middle East. If they decide they don't like one leader, he's not doing what the banksters and the globalists want, they start a revolution in the country. They send Al-Qaeda in. We actually put Al-Qaeda in Libya. Our CIA, British intelligence, the Saudi intelligence, all together put Al-Qaeda in Libya. They decided that, you know, we can't have these guys. They're not part of the world banking system. They got all this oil. They're doing all this money. They got this gold they're hoarding. They're not part of the system. They're not part of our control. That's what it's all about, control. These guys, they control everything. You know, why do you think gas prices are so high? You think there's some oil shortage or something? You think it's because of these fake wars? You know, on Alex Jones's show, there's a pastor, Lindsay, that predicted like 3 months before this happened. He kept saying there's going to be something stirring in the Middle East. It's going to send gas prices up. And everything this man said, item by item, event by event, has just come to fruition, has happened. That just goes to show you that they're pulling the strings. They're in control of this. You know, gas should be back at under 99 cents a gallon. I mean, this is all ludicrousy. You know, these guys are just, they're strangling us. They're sucking the blood out of us. They're going to take over. I mean, look at the TSA, for instance. Look at the TSA. Boy, isn't Obama proud of himself, you know, putting big sis, Janet Napolitano, in charge of Homeland Security and creating a vile entity called the TSA that sticks their hand down your pants because they can. A bunch of thugs I mean, look at all the crimes that these thugs in TSA have committed. I mean, they've impersonated real police officers. They've stole things. I mean, it just goes on, and it's all documented. You can look it up. I'm not just talking. These guys are thugs. They're criminals. And they give them a job, give them one of these badges, make them feel powerful, you know, put them on Viper teams, take them out on the street. I mean, they're literally in these Viper teams radiating people's vehicles as they pass by. They drive around in these white vans, and they can radiate your house. They can radiate you, see exactly what you have. They can see your naked body. I mean, it's sickening what we've become, what we're letting go on. Now they got mood scanners. I mean, oh, I'm in a bad mood. My wife and I just had an argument over what show we watched on TV. So you ding, 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 the mood scanner goes off. And you could be going to a sporting event or something, and just because you're in a bad mood, they'll take you aside. You're a terrorist. We're going to lock you up because we think that you're thinking about something bad. That's what we've become. You know, they got the thought police now. I mean, these Viper teams are not good. You could be driving down the highway, you hit one of their roadblocks, you know, you just got done gargling because you got up in the morning and, you know, you want to go to work, you don't want that foul breath. Oh, you got alcohol in your breath. We're going to extract blood from you. And we got a judge right here that says we can do it. It's constitutionally right because we got a judge right here that's bought and paid for, that's another communist empathizer that's just willing to shred your constitutional rights and stick a needle in your arm and suck that blood out. And as vile and bad as these people are, they probably use dirty needles, probably don't even change the needles when they do it. Hell, they don't change their gloves when they stick their hand down people's pants. What have we become? Are we going to just sit here and take this? Are we going to take it? I mean, why do I got to say the same thing day after day after day? Why does this have to go on? Why doesn't somebody make this government answer for what they're doing? Why can't we bring back the Constitution of the United States, make it relevant? Why can't the judges out there do their job and uphold the Constitution? Why isn't anybody going after Obama for this war? You know, why are they just talking but no action? Why are we spending $600 billion a day on a third big war campaign, not to mention all the other little campaigns, you know, where we got drones going into Pakistan killing people. I mean, we're killing hundreds and hundreds of people every day. Every day, bombing. Hell, on a good day, we're probably killing thousands. We've killed millions of people on this Al-Qaeda for charade, you know. It's a charade. It doesn't exist. We created our own boogeyman. This is a U.S. creation. So they can control you. So they can control your money. So they can control what you eat. How much you pay for gas. They want to control every aspect of your life. Pretty soon you won't even be able to have private property. Hell, they've probably already given the deeds to all our property to the Chinese, knowing this government, as collateral for loans they know they can never pay back. Wake up. You have to speak now. You have to join together now. White, black, red, green, doesn't matter what race you are. We're all red-blooded Americans. We all need to join together. We all need to make videos like this, make blogs like this. We need to support each other. I support Alex Jones and his cause. I believe in it. I try to do something similar. You know, when they come haul me away and take me away, hopefully somebody else will do something similar. Hopefully it won't happen, but freedom of speech is disappearing quickly. Again, this is what I say. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And freedom, it costs. Ask our ancestors. Ask our forefathers. Freedom's expensive. Are you willing to pay the price? All I can say is think about it. Good day.